What's up, y'all? It's your girl BG and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Please do all of that good shit down below so y'all know when I'm gonna hit y'all with another one. So anyways, for y'all today, I have something totally different from what I usually do. Alright, this is kind of a thoughts and opinions video, I guess you could call it that. It's about the Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito case. Alright, this is what I think. First of all, Brian Laundrie is a piece of shit. Let's go ahead and just get that out of the way right now. Brian Laundrie is a piece of shit, and so are his parents. That's just the truth. They're, all three of them, narcissistic pieces of shit. Let's just be honest here, okay? And Brian, we could say pieces of shit, literally. Alright? Because I'm sure he's been in a couple of shit piles by now, his damn self. Fuck that dude. Secondly, his parents, Roberta and Christopher. Fuck both of them. They enabled the type of person that he was, basically, right? Brian Laundrie was a narcissist. He obviously got that from, well, he got it from his mama. Let's be honest here. He got that shit from his mother. That woman is a real piece of work. And I'm just being honest with y'all right now, just coming straight at you, just telling you straight up, that woman is a real piece of work. It would not surprise me if it was her idea for him to go out there and off himself in the way that he did. I don't think he shot himself. He doesn't have the balls to do that. Well, he had the balls to literally, you know, strangle a woman to death, but he's too much of a coward to take himself out. Not only that, he's a narcissist. He's not going to take himself out in that type of way. Now, me personally, I think the asshole hung himself, and I hope he suffered. And I usually don't say that about people, you know, I don't want anybody to suffer as they're dying or whatever. But, you know, there are just some people in the world that are just so fucked up and shitty and just full of shit and just absolutely horrible people that they need to go, right? And you just don't give a shit how they go as long as they go. Brian Laundrie is one of those people. I don't give a fuck how he went as long as he went. You feel me? Now, in all honesty, with the way law enforcement kind of dropped the ball on this case, like they were in the right area, you know, people were like, oh, he's out of the country, he's not in Florida, da-da-da-da-da. Now, I always said, and I've left comments on so many different channels that have covered this story, or this case. I always said, if he is still alive, he's nowhere near Florida. He would not be on the Appalachian Trail. You know, he would be out of here. Which, you know, like I said, with the way the law enforcement, like Northport Police Department and shit was going about the whole thing, even the FBI, this dude, he probably could have made it out of the country and not killed himself. And he probably honestly could have gotten away with it for a very long time. But he chose to delete himself. And in all honesty, I'm glad that he deleted himself. However, I am pissed off that he deleted Gabby Petito, because she did not deserve what he did to her. Now, you want to know what I think happened? After all of the shit that happened, the incident in Moab with those cops right there, those are Keystone cops, okay? The cops that they were dealing with in Utah and Moab, those are the literal definition of Keystone cops, okay? They're freaking idiots. They need more training, especially in relation to domestic violence and domestic violence victims, because unfortunately for Gabby, if you've watched that video, and I haven't watched the whole thing because I can't bring myself to watch that shit because I know it's gonna piss me off. she was protecting her abuser. And unfortunately, that's something that tends to happen quite a bit. People tend to protect their abusers. And, you know, like I said, Brian, he was obviously a narcissist. He manipulated and gaslit the fuck out of her. I know that for a fact, to the point where she was blaming herself, even though the 911 caller said that they saw him hitting her. You know, she blamed herself, and then he managed to sweet talk the damn cops to the point to where they were going to arrest her for domestic violence. You make that shit make sense when the witnesses were saying it was him that was hitting her. You know, like, Keystone Cops, man, I'm telling you this. Moab Police Department, you really need intensive training when it comes to domestic violence and the victims, so that you can see the signs of somebody that is scared to fucking death of another human being, and you want to arrest them for the crime that was committed against them. Y'all fucking suck. If you would have did your damn jobs, there's a chance that this young lady could still be alive right now. But you didn't do your fucking jobs, which is why she's no longer on this earth. I blame the Moab Police Department for totally dropping the ball. Now, the incident that happened at the Mary Piglet, I believe that was Jackson Hole, Wyoming, where he lost his shit with the waitstaff. And, you know, he was being a real fucking dick, and she went in there and apologized for his behavior. He felt slighted. Again, a narcissist. He felt slighted. He just could not let that shit go because he felt like she went behind his back and did some shit that he never would have done, which was apologize for his actions and his behaviors, because narcissists do not know accountability. They do not know about holding themselves accountable for their own actions. It will always be everybody else. It will never be them. It will always be everybody else's fault. It will never be their fault, even though they are literally the direct cause of something. Right? He couldn't let that shit go. She apologized for him. He couldn't let that go. So I'm sure when they got, you know, to, the Bridgerton, whatever, when they were out there camping, I'm quite sure that they had a conversation that turned into an argument because he just could not let it go. And it wouldn't surprise me if Gabby was like, well, you know what, man, fuck this guy. Like, I'm tired of this dude. He's off his fucking rocker. He's not acting right. He treats people like shit. He treats me like shit. I'm done with it. He hits me. He does all of this other shit. I'm done with it. I bet you she broke up with him. I'm willing to put money on that shit. I'm willing to bet cash money that she broke up with him. In the middle of their argument, she broke up with him. And him being the type of dude that he is, you could just see it. Oh, smug ass, little fucking bald, tall testicle looking motherfucker that Brian Laundrie was. It still is. You know, he couldn't handle that. He couldn't handle that rejection. And you know, there are some men that swear to God that toxic masculinity is not a thing. It is. It is. It goes both ways. Toxic masculinity, toxic femininity, whatever, you know. It goes both ways. All right. However, Brian could not handle that rejection. He did not want her to leave him. Because he knew deep down that was the best thing that ever happened to him, dude. She loved him, even with all of his flaws and all of his craziness, his narcissism and every damn thing else, even in his fucking abuse. She was still with you. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's like this. The road trip was something that needed to happen because it showed them that they did not need to be together. But Brian could not handle that shit. Gabby could. She could. She could. She was strong enough to finally say, okay, you know what? Fuck you. We're breaking up. She was finally strong enough to say that to him, and he could not take it. And it's unfortunate that there are a lot of men in the world that cannot take that shit. They cannot handle a woman leaving them. You know, like, let's look at Chris Watts. Chris Watts. You know, a fucking family annihilator. What's his name? I almost said Bradley List. That is not his name. Is it John List? Just look, there are men out here that have literally annihilated their entire fucking families, children included, because they could not handle that their wife or their girlfriend didn't want to be with them anymore, so they killed the whole family. There are women that have done that shit too. But it's just fucking insane how some men cannot handle rejection and they go too far. There are literally billions of women on this planet. Alright? You will find another one. You don't have to kill her because she doesn't want to be with you anymore. There are literally billions of women. And trust me, one of those women will love you, flaws and all. You don't have to delete somebody because they don't want you anymore. Maybe you need to evaluate yourself. Just reevaluate how you are, how you treat people, how you talk to people and shit like that. You know, maybe you shouldn't be putting your hands on her. Dude, it's okay if she says she's done. It's totally okay, man. Be okay with that shit. I don't fucking get it. But anyways, so this motherfucker, Brian Laundrie, son of a bitch, literally, son of a bitch, this motherfucker literally killed this woman, put his hands around her neck and choked the life out of her because she didn't want to be with him anymore. That's what I think is what happened. He abandoned her out there, left her all alone by herself, dead. Took her vehicle, her money, and made his way back here to Florida. Without her. I think when he came home without her, he told his parents something. I don't know if it's the whole truth. He could have told them the entire truth as to what happened. He probably left some things out here and there, you know, but I think that they knew when he came home without her that she wasn't there. Meaning she's long gone, meaning she's gone. You feel me? They knew. And I think that the whole Camp DeSoto shit, that was like a goodbye. That was a goodbye party. You know, him out there with his nephews and smiling in the pictures and shit. There are literally people that are pissed that he was smiling in pictures after he just killed somebody. Which, yeah, I understand, you know, oh, how is he smiling? He just killed somebody. He knew. He was already content that he was going to kill himself. Or delete himself. Whatever, YouTube. Please don't fuck with me for saying that. But he knew that he was going to delete himself. And he was okay with that. So, just like other people in the world that have deleted themselves, they suddenly got happy at the end and then that's it, right? I'm not saying that he was happy, but he was content knowing that that's what he was going to do. He wanted to give his nephews and his nieces, I don't even know if he has any nieces, but he wanted to give them a happy memory, something to remember him by. So I still don't understand why people are mad that he was smiling in the pictures. Those were the last pictures he was ever going to take in his life, literally. It was those pictures right there. Don't be mad about that shit. You got a lot of other shit to be mad about in the world than Brian Laundrie smiling in a picture with his nephews, because that's literally going to be the last memory that they have of him. Like, was he supposed to sit there with a scowl on his face looking like a fucking crazy person? Like, come on. Let his nephews have those happy memories. Y'all really need to get over that shit. Now, another thing I could say is, you know, the people that were standing in front of his parents' house day after day after day, questioning them every fucking damn thing that they did. How do you feel that your son killed Gabby Petito? Are you sad that he went out into the woods and he didn't come back? Fucking stop, man. Leave those people alone. Leave them the fuck alone. Leave them alone. Trust me. They will fucking meet their fucking judgment when it comes to them. They're gonna have to deal with that, you know, here on earth. And when they leave this earth, when they take their last breath, they will definitely be judged for what they have done and for what they didn't do when they should have done it. Then again, their lawyer, Stephen Baloney, you know, he's like one of the worst freaking lawyers I've ever seen in my life. I know he gave them horrible advice and they actually followed it. That was their mistake. And, you know, they really should have contacted Gabby's parents. And, you know, I don't even think that they have yet. And I don't think that they ever will. And you know what? I think that that's pretty fucked up. That's low down. That's dirty. That's slimy. But that's the type of people that they are. That's the type of people that they are. The whole damn case is just fucked up. The whole situation, the whole damn thing was fucked up from top to bottom. In all honesty, Brian Laundrie, like, I wish Gabby had like some big brothers or some shit, some older cousins or something that would have beat the fucking shit out of that dude and let him know, you ever put your hands on her, I'ma fucking kill you. I'm just really sad that that happened to her, and the way that it happened, and that it was somebody that she actually loved that was doing it to her. She trusted him, and that's what he did to her. He's a sick motherfucker, and I hope he burns in hell. I hope his parents, Roberta and Chris, I hope that they just, I hope every time they close their eyes, they see her. I hope they see her. And I really hope that they're haunted for the rest of their fucking days. I hope that they never know what peace is ever again. Because they don't deserve to know what peace is. They don't. They really don't. They're just as evil as that motherfucking piece of shit that they raised. Literal piece of shit. Go check them damn alligator turds out there at the damn Carlton Reserve. You'll find some pieces of him here and there. Punk motherfucker. But anyways, y'all, at the end, all I can say is rest in peace, Gabby Petito. That should have never happened. That should have never happened to her. It never should have happened to her. Never should have happened. And I'm very sorry that it did. That's it.
All right? Have a blessed day.